Hi everyone. This is part of our continuing series looking at clothing from Roman era Palmyra. And previously we've learnt about the site, the sculptural reliefs, and we've looked at the colours, the textiles, the women's clothing. In this video, we're going to look at jewellery and just the brooches and earrings, and we will follow that up with another video on necklaces and bracelets. As we can see, looking at the sculptural reliefs, we've got women wearing a lot of jewellery. How much will depend on their social class, their age, but we typically see quite a lot. We can see here that the woman on the left, she's wearing her diadem on her head. Then we have earrings. We have a series of multiple necklaces. We have a brooch holding her mantle on the left-hand side. And we have bracelets. And with the woman on the right, we can see multiple pieces of jewellery. Again, we have earrings, necklaces, brooch, and bracelets. Now, I'm not an expert on jewellery. There are people who have spent a lifetime studying Roman jewellery. What I'm going to do here is look at some of the sculptures and then look at surviving pieces which are similar to what we can see in the sculptures. The jewellery obviously is really important in the sculptures. It's shown being quite large, very prominent. When we are looking at surviving pieces, it's really hard to find pieces which are labelled as being from Palmyra. So often I've just had to look and find Roman, which means that it's actually covering a really wide range of geographical areas. So first of all, we're going to look at the brooches. So women are always wearing a brooch securing their mantle on their left-hand side. It's typically very large. And we can see here that we've got several designs. We've got round ones, which are either slightly dome-shaped or flat. We have ones that have got points on them or crenellations. And we also find ones where we can see there are these pendants dangling from them. And those can either be off a round brooch or off a star-shaped or crenellated brooch. There are quite a lot of surviving brooches from all over the Roman Empire. So we'll look at a number of these. These are, to start with, we've got a round brooch, which is silver and enamel from Roman Britain. And you can see this would fit in with the sculptures really well. These are also Roman brooches, but from different areas, and these are both in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and we can see their metal silver with enamelling, showing quite bright colours and quite complex designs. This one on the left is what is referred to as a millefiori, which means 1,000 flowers, which is a particular glass technique where the glass is made into canes and then sliced into tiny slices, which then are applied. And this is just gorgeous. The one on the right is silver and bronze with enamel. Now I've included this one because we can see here a point for hanging things from it. These are a couple of those star-shaped brooches. And again, we can see that we've got the metal and the enamels, really nice bright colours. We can see, for example, this one on the right is a six-pointed star. The one on the left, we have 6 points with another 6 in between. So it's like a circle with 12 decorative points on it. And some of those points could be used to hang things because we can see that they've got like a little hole in them. This one is not in as good condition, but we can see the back of the brooch, which is really nice. So we've got again a circle with 6 points on it, but we can see here how the back of the brooch was formed. So we can see that we've got a wire, it's coiled here for the spring, goes over here, and this is like a shield, like you would see on a nappy pin, so that it won't poke the person wearing the brooch. This one is again metal with enamels, but the really cool thing about this is that we can see attached to it a whole range of personal hygiene tools. So we've got some tweezers, we've got like little ear spoons. It's really very, very sweet. For earrings, we see two main styles. And that's usually we've got things that are hanging pendant style earrings and either a single pendant like we can see here or multiple hanging pendants like we can see on the lower pictures. These are gold Roman earrings where we can see a single pendant and we can see several variations. We've got different shapes. We've got these little decorative beaded wire going around here. This is from a group of 10 pairs of Roman earrings that were being sold at Christie's, which is a very old auction house. And we can see with that these are all gold. We've got a variety of styles. We've got these ones are like a plain loop, which is then decorated, but we have quite a lot with these round shield shapes here. These ones here, that pelter is a Greek shield shape here. And these ones we've got that pendant again. For earrings with multiple hanging pendants, we typically see a bar going across and then the pendants hanging from that, and they will often have gemstones. And these ones we often also see in painted depictions of Roman women. For example, the Fayum portraits from the mummies in Egypt often show women wearing this style of earrings. These ones here, we've got a gemstone up the top. These ones are garnets on the right, and then hanging from them, multiple pendants. And these are wire that has been knitted. The technique is referred to often as trichinopoly. So it's basically a thin wire that is knitted and then drawn through a draw plate with holes in it to make it thin and even. And we can see that this one on the left has 3 hanging pendants, the right has 4. Earlier we saw 2. We see a variety of numbers of different pendants. If you want to have a look at more of the brooches or earrings, you'll find that a lot of museums you have really lovely records in their collections with photographs. What we're going to look at next is the necklaces and bracelets. Thank you.